What's up, everybody? Time for another free college basketball pick. We're talking the San Francisco Dons taking on the Murray State Racers this Thursday, March the 17th. I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays. And don't forget about the official sponsor for Picks and Parlays throughout the month of March. It's Caesar Sportsbook. And they've got a killer promo for you. It's $1,100 in first bet insurance. All right. It's for all new accounts. So check out the description of this video and find the link to get yourself hooked up, or just use the promo code MORNINGCZR. With me today, I've got expert college basketball handicapper Ross Benjamin with me to give us the free play. What's going on, Ross?
It's always a better day when I talk to you and see you, Ellie.
Well, stop. I try. All right. Well, let's give these people some winners. We're talking San Fran at Murray or versus Murray State. I should say versus because they are not playing at Murray State. They are on a neutral site. Murray State's -1.5 here. The total's 137. It feels weird to say that I think Murray State is going to be a public play because they're such a small school, really have made a name for themselves in the tournament in the past years, especially with John Morant's run. I mean, that's what really started it all for them. But I kind of feel like Murray State's going to be like the public bet in this. What do you think, Ross? What's your play?
Absolutely, 100% agree with you, Ellie. And we're seeing it's indicative of what we're seeing in terms of betting trends. The volume of bets and the amount of money bet has been in a lopsided margin toward Murray State. Now, let's think about this and put things in perspective, folks. This is a Murray State team that went 30-2 so far this season. They've won 18 games in a row. They're ranked number 20 in the country, yet they opened as a 1.5 point underdog against a number 10 seed in San Francisco. Who's unranked, by the way, as well. They since, as Ellie astutely pointed out, they're getting a lot of action. They're a popular play. And now Murray State has moved from a 1.5 point dog to 1.5 point favorite. Like it even more. And when I'd say I like it even more, I like the Dons here in this spot. I mean, San Francisco has some quality non-conference wins against Davidson and UAB. No, they're not ranked, but they are in the NCAA tournament field. Davidson did not win their conference tournament, yet they were still good enough in the tournament committee's eyes to get an at-large bid. UAB, a vastly underrated team, and they also played Loyola of Chicago, who's in the field right now. And they lost that game by 5. They're 24-9. 5 of their losses combined have come against Gonzaga and St. Mary's. They're both ranked in the top 25. As a matter of fact, Gonzaga is right now number 1 in the country. And their 2 losses against St. Mary's only came by 2 and 5 points. Now let's look at Murray State's resume. Yes, they were impressive in the Ohio Valley Conference. On most nights, they won in dominating fashion. However, Murray State all season long has played one team that's currently in this NCAA tournament field. They played one team that's currently in the top 25. And on each occasion, that was LSU. And they lost that game by 13. I think this is a sucker play, Murray State. I think that Ellie is 100% right. I agree with her most of the time, and I emphatically agree with her this time. Murray State is going to be a popular and even more public play over the next 2 days. I'm taking San Francisco here, plus the 1.5 over Murray State.
Yeah, that's really the only way I could see playing this one. I mean, I like them on the money line too. I don't even think that 1.5 means anything because I think they win the game outright. So I would take it with the points, and then I'd take it on the money line also. San Francisco, just it's like you were saying, they play in a tougher conference. When you play in a conference with a Gonzaga in it and with a St. Mary's in it, you are expected to play up to competition, right? And that's what they're going to be able to do here. I don't think Murray State, the closest to them was Belmont, who was 3 games back. Belmont's beating up on Vanderbilt a little bit right now, but it's early in the game. But yeah, it's just not the same level of competition for me. So I'm going to roll with the Dons. Let's do this. Let's do the thing. A little plus money for you, honeys. Ross Benjamin, let the people at home know what's going on over at picksandparlays.net. That's where they can buy your premium plays.
Yeah, my college basketball picks 12-7 with my last 19, which is good for 63%. and 47 and 34 with my last 81. That's 58%. And folks, when you have 81 plays and you go 58%, do the math, you're making a lot of money. My college basketball 10-star top plays, as documented by Sports Capping, since 12/27 of 2018. This was a lot of other handicappers deemed to be their best bets. I only use one of them at most in a day. Sometimes I don't use more than 5 in a week. But I've gone 97 and 71 with those plays, Ellie. That's good for 58%. And if you're a dime player, you've made over $20,000 during that course of time. So a lot of
Boom.
good things happening, Ellie. We can make a lot of money. Look me up at one of the best sites on the internet, picksandparleys.net.
Yes, indeed. Lots of money to be made, and this is the month to be making money. Don't forget when you select Ross Benjamin to purchase his premium plays, don't forget about the promo code MAX, MAX. That's going to save you 20% off of all of his best bets, his packages, subscriptions, all that jazz. So make your way over to picksandparlays.net, find Ross Benjamin, and use the promo code MAX. Until then, we're rolling with the San Francisco Dons plus 1.5 or on the money line when they take on Murray this Thursday.